Hello, and welcome back to Unhelpful Yoda. Today, we're going to do the PS1 collection. As you can see, I don't really have a whole lot of PS1 games, so this will be a relatively quick video. We'll start with something a little bit on the bigger side. We have Lunar, Silver Star Story Complete. It's a fairly expensive RPG. I haven't actually played it. I don't really have any interest in playing it. I got it in a lot of PS2 RPGs and didn't want to get rid of it because it's hard to find and kind of expensive. That same lot came with Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. And again, this is just a bigger RPG box. Comes with all kinds of like extras and stuff inside. You can see there. Again, just a relatively expensive PS1 RPG, and I got it in a lot. I just didn't want to get rid of it. I have not played it. My wife said she wants to play it, so I don't know. Maybe she'll play it one day, and we'll see if it's actually any good. I hear good things, but RPGs aren't really my thing. And frankly, the PS1's not really my thing. I'm not a big PS1 fan. So much so that these aren't even alphabetized. The rest of my game room is alphabetized, with one other exception right now, as I work on fixing it. But this isn't, because I don't ever actually touch these games. This one I do actually like quite a bit. I just picked it up on the Switch. It finally came in as well, and that's Chrono Cross, sequel to Chrono Trigger. Great game. Definitely underrated, and glad it finally got a good re-release. Although I hear it's not a great release. I haven't played the Switch version yet, but I hear the Switch version is not very good. Anyway, finally got a re-release, which is nice because this game deserves some more attention. So we have Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy IX. 7 is the one I've played the most. I've played Disc 1 on the PS1, and then I've played the remake. I haven't actually beaten Final Fantasy VII. I have never played 8 or 9, but I hear both are really good, so I do want to play them. I think I have one. I feel like this came out on the Switch as well, so maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll play it there. But yeah, I hear these are really good. I just don't want to play them on the PS1. I kind of want to find a different way to play them. I think they're on the Switch. Something about the PS1. I just don't really like the PlayStation 1. I don't know what it is. It doesn't work for me. These games I do actually really enjoy. We have Gran Turismo and Gran Turismo 2. I love the Gran Turismo games. I've played the hell out of them when I was a kid, and that hasn't really changed. I really enjoy Gran Turismo. At least the first 4. I didn't really like anything after 4. Here's some long box PS1 games. I only have 2 of them. We have Shockwave Assault and Thunderstrike. I actually recently got these. I've never played them, but I recently picked them up, mostly just because they were in these long plastic cases, which I thought was pretty neat. We have The Lost World, Jurassic Park. I'm not a Jurassic Park fan, so I didn't play this game, but it looks pretty cool. Tekken 2, my favorite Tekken. This is a great game. Tekken fighting game, yeah. But this is a great one. I like this one. I have a lot of Disney games on the PlayStation, because I just like buying Disney games. I think they're hilarious. None of them are actually really good. I don't think I'd actually recommend any of these, but we got The Little Mermaid 2, The Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch. This is a great movie. Bug's Life, Casper. It's not Disney, but close enough. Monsters, Inc., Scream Team, and Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour. Magical Racing Tour. So yeah, I just like buying Disney games. This one I think is actually pretty decent. The rest of them I either haven't played or they're probably not very good. I don't think I'd recommend really any of them, except maybe the racing game, because like kart races are always fun. Back to better games though. We do have Dino Crisis 2. This is a good game. A lot of people really want this to come back. I kind of thought that Capcom trailer that we saw not that long ago with the dinosaurs and the modern city was going to be this. Guess not. But Dino Crisis is good. Yeah, to play some Dino Crisis. We have Crash Team Racing. I actually don't like this game. We have Crash Bandicoot, the first one. This is okay. I'm not a big Crash fan, but I have all three. So we have Crash 2. I haven't played this one. And Crash Warped, which I also have not really played. Again, I'm not a really big Crash Bandicoot fan. They're just kind of just... They're platformers. Like, they're fine, but they're nothing special. I think they're overrated. Dragon Tales. Dragon Seek. I love Dragon Tales. I've never played this game, but I love Dragon Tales, so, like, I had to pick this up. I saw it at a flea market for, like, $1. I needed to buy it because it's Dragon Tales. Like, we have Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, or 27 if you use the password that's inside the manual here. This game is really cool. It's a fun fighting game. It's nothing crazy, but it's a fun fighting game. Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Again, this is just the fun fighting game. It's not great. This is probably like... This is actually worse than Ultimate Battle 22. And there's really not that many GT characters in it. Like, actual characters from GT. I think there's like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Pan, and like maybe one other. Like, there's really not a whole lot of GT actual characters. A lot of them are just Z characters. Which I know, like, Dragon Ball Z just follow, like, GT follows Z, but like, you'd have to play it to see what I mean. Like, I'd have to go through all the characters. But there really isn't a whole lot of GT in it. This is very early GT. Like, it feels like it was made only including the first arc of GT. None of the dragons are in it. I don't even think Super Android 17 is in it. So, like, really just up to the baby fight. So, yeah, not a whole lot of GT stuff in there. We have Inuyasha Feudal Fairy Tale. It's just Inuyasha, the game. Yeah, it's just a fighting game for Inuyasha. I like anime. I love Inuyasha. This is a good game. It's not a very good game, but it's fine. It's fine for a PS1 game. We have Hello Kitty Cube Frenzy. It's just Hello Kitty puzzle game, but it's adorable. Like, that's an adorable Hello Kitty render. So we have Celebrity Deathmatch. I haven't actually played this, but I love the claymation look. It looks ridiculous. And then some of the celebrities on here are pretty cool. Marilyn Manson, Mr. T, Carmen Electra, Busta Rhymes. Like, I haven't had a chance to play this since I picked it up, but it looks ridiculous. So I'm actually pretty excited for this. This looks like stupid fun, and I'm a big fan of stupid fun. So next we have Looney Tunes Racing. I love the Looney Tunes. Kart races are fun. This is probably good. We have Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters. I love the Looney Tunes. This looks like it actually might be fun. Looks like maybe a 2D platformer, or a 3D platformer, I guess. But it looks fun. I haven't played it though. Dave Mayer's Freestyle BMX. Looks like Tony Hawk, but with a bike. I've played the Matt Hoffman BMX games, but not this one, so I don't... Hot Shots Golf. These games are a lot of fun. They're like arcadey golf games. This is cool. We have the first Spider-Man. This doesn't have the manual. I didn't play this one. Right? Yeah, I haven't played this one. I played the second one because I bought the second one first. I got the second one before I got the first one. I played the second one. The second one was okay. This one, I haven't played it yet. I assume it's about the same quality. Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's just Street Fighter fighting game. I actually really didn't care for this one too much. I prefer Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo, but that's also like the only Street Fighter game I really like, so that might just be me. I say that as I have a Street Fighter vs. X-Men arcade cabinet here. I like the Marvel vs. Capcom games, and Street Fighter vs. X-Men is just an earlier rendition of that. That's different. That's a whole separate thing. That actual Street Fighter games, I really only like the Super Nintendo one. Tekken 3, not as good as Tekken 2, but it's not bad. It's Tekken. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and we also have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I mean, both of these are good games. They're Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. If you've played Tony Hawk games, you know they're good. WCW vs. the World. It's just WCW wrestling game. That's really it. It's just a wrestling game. I haven't actually played that one. It probably isn't that good. I don't really like the wrestling games on the PS1. I've played a couple of them. I was never really a fan. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is like a decent Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, but it's not really like the card game. It's kind of like the card game. It's really weird. Old Yu-Gi-Oh! Games are weird. But it's fun. This is really hard, though, because you don't get very good cards. Not that there were a lot of good cards, but you get like really bad cards, and your opponents get way better cards. It's kind of grindy. This is really hard, but it's a lot of fun. In like a nostalgic kind of way. I don't think I'd say it's a good game, but I would recommend playing it if you can. This is a great game, one of my favorite PS1 games, and really just on every console it's available. Marvel vs. Capcom. Love the Marvel vs. Capcom games. This is just another one. Next we have Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, and this one's actually pretty good, and I kind of like this game. This is fine. We have Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. I haven't played this. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars games. We have Rocket Power Team Rocket Rescue. I like Rocket Power, so I want to pick this game up, but I haven't actually given it a shot yet. This is something I do like to collect that like no one else cares about. It's early childhood education games. So we have Rayman Brain Games, and this looks adorable. Like, look at this. Look at that little Rayman. It's adorable. I don't know. I haven't played it, but I like buying these kind of games. They're stupid. And then we have the actual Rayman, the 2D platformer that started it all. I like this one. This is fun. We have the 3 Spyro games. Spyro, just Spyro the Dragon. And then we have Ripto's Revenge and Year of the Dragon. I have not really played them. I played this one a long time ago as a kid, but I haven't played it more recently as an adult. And I've never played the other two. I'm not a big Spyro fan. My wife likes Spyro quite a bit, though, so we held on to them when we got them. We have the Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This is just the game and manual. I don't have the actual case, but this is a fun game. I like Mortal Kombat, and it's just a fighting game. We have Street Fighter Alpha 3. Kind of like with Street Fighter Alpha 2. Not a huge fan of these Street Fighter games, but it's okay. It's still a good fighting game. This is Street Fighter Alpha Plus. It's a loose copy. Again, I don't really care for the Street Fighter Alpha games. This is just a game breaker. It's just a cheat device. Now, this is a good one. We got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Case and game. I don't have the manual for it, but this is a great game. Probably my favorite Castlevania game. 2D platformer, kind of like Metroidvania. This is great, though. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. I do like this one. This is the BMX game I have played. It's kind of like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, just bikes. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. This is okay. I'm not a big Need for Speed fan. I like the underground games, but that's really it. I was more of a Gran Turismo person. But this is fine. And then we have Spice World, the Spice Girls game. This is terrible, but it's fun. We have Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, Last Revelation, and Chronicles. 5 Tomb Raider games. They are all fantastic. I love the early Tomb Raider games. I have nothing but good things to say about these. If you haven't played them, you have to play them. These are great. These are absolutely fantastic. With the Embracer Group's recent purchase of Tomb Raider, really hoping we get a port of like all these just as like a collection on the Switch. That'd be wonderful, because right now I don't think there's another way to play these classic Tomb Raiders on like anything else. Like I know these are on other systems. Like the original Tomb Raider is on the Saturn. I actually have a copy of it. And then like Last Revelation and Chronicles are both on the Dreamcast, but those are still old systems. I don't think there's a modern way to really play these games, so I would really like to see like a collection ported over to like the Switch, even the PS4 or PS5. Like I'd be happy with that. These would be great for like the portable though, just to have them portably. That'd be really cool. And that's actually my entire PS1 collection, but I do have 2 imports. I don't know if the PS1 is region free or not. I'd never really tried because I have both of these games in English, but I found them in Japanese too, and I was like, oh, that's cool, so I bought them. We have Ultimate Battle 22. This has a way cooler back cover than ours, though, where you can see all the playable characters. So this is pretty cool. I like this. And then we have Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. And again, this one, you can see all the characters on it. Actually, and we can talk about, I talked about this earlier, how there wasn't really a lot of GT characters, but the list of characters are Goku, Pan, Kid Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, Future Trunks. I see Super Boo. Like, not really a whole lot going on for GT characters besides Kid Goku and Pan, and then there's like the GT Trunks, but then there's also like Future Trunks too. So like, yeah, not a whole lot of GT stuff. Anyway, this is cool. It's neat to have, but it's not anything special. But yeah, that's it for my PlayStation 1 collection. Like I said, not a whole lot of games, not a huge fan of PS1. I used to have a bunch of like sports titles and random garbage for it that I ended up getting rid of just because I don't really play the PS1. I am a big fan of the PS2 and onward, but the PlayStation 1 just never worked for me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.